Alright, for all my deplorable brothers and sisters. Let's make it happen. So, where do we get started? I don't know. So much crazy crap going on. Crazy things to think about. You almost wonder, where are we supposed to start? Where are we supposed to go with all of this? I do not know. And at the same time, I do know. You know, we live in this world that is nothing but a complete mind fuck. Pardon my French. But, you know, we live in this damn world where... Oh yeah, that's my nice kebab cooking right there that you can't see. You know, we live in this damn world where we're told what is truth, what is right, what we're supposed to live by, and what we're supposed to abide by. And, you know, it's so interesting that we pretty much are willing to have the barrel of a gun stuck in our faces for somebody else to make money off of us, for somebody else to actually decide what that money even gets used for. I mean, if you had the decision, would you want your tax-paying dollars to go towards bullets, bombs, and all these types of things that kill people? Because that's exactly what it goes towards. I mean, literally, it's, I think, $57 million a day that we straight give to NASA for them to give us CGI and lie to us. We literally are having guns stuck in our faces for them to take our money away. And they're doing it in such a way that most people don't even see it for what it is. You know, in any way, I would imagine most people, if somebody was sticking a gun in their face and saying, hey, you got to give me this amount of money for this, or I'm going to shoot you. Most likely, most of us would not like that. I can only imagine, you know, in the reality that, you know, we live in, even though it is very distorted. But what do you think taxation is? What in any way, what do you think that is? Because if you actually look at any kind of history or anything, let's see my damn kebab here. Yeah, nummy. You know, if you look at actual history for what it is, especially, you know, when we decided to have our revolution, we literally went against the crown because of a 1% tax. And this is a tax that is a one tax on one thing, and that's it. One thing that a lot of us don't understand is us living in America, we still are under the crown. And the funny thing is, we think it's the land of the free, the home of the brave. Well, guess what? That was true, I would say, since 1776 till 1833, whatever it was. We became, you know, not the United States of America, but the United States of Inc. of America. Once they capitalized all the letters, we became a corporation. And that's what we are. We're a business. And most people won't even recognize it and see it for what it is. It's really sad. There's not much you can do except for find the truth that you can and spread it as far and as loud as you can. But, you know, you literally are having a gun put to your head for you to pay taxes. I mean, what happens if you don't pay your property tax? And you say, nope, that's not right. I'm not going to do that. What are they going to do? They're going to come to your house and try to take your house. And if you laugh at them and say, you can't have my house, what are you going to do about it? They're going to come to your house with guns and put guns in your face and take your house. We are literally paying taxes, and we are paying our own government to literally police us. Wasn't the whole reason why our ancestors came to America so that we could actually just govern ourselves, police ourselves? If somebody does something wrong, the community goes and deals with it. But now, we seem to be like, no, we have police officers to deal with that, and we have professionals. Okay, that's great. So, what does it mean when, people are saying, hey, I want to stop the violence, so we need to take guns away? Well, what about those people that say, I don't want to give my guns up? And if you realize there is not a more armed country or society than America. So when you come to pass these laws that say that you're going to take people's guns, you just say guns are dangerous and guns are, scary, and guns kill people. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. It's just one of the tools that some people decide to use. So what happens when that person realizes that he has his God-given right to protect himself, his property, and his possessions? And some other man with a gun and a badge comes and says, nope, I'm sorry, you're wrong, and I'm taking what you have, and there's nothing you can do about it. What is that man supposed to do? Well, most men, true men, are going to say, F you, come and take it out of my dead, cold, freaking hands. So what does that end up with in the real long run of everything? So for you to literally have to murder millions, and I mean millions upon millions of people that would say, no, you won't take what's mine. This is mine, and I don't freaking think so. So you are literally going for the appreciation to kill millions of people, to take a right away from them, because supposedly 17 or so keeps jumping up and down. Really crazy. Really whatever. 17 people got killed because one idiot decided to be an idiot that obviously should have never been able to have what he had, the tool that he had. Multiple occasions where he should have been arrested, dealt with, his tools taken from him. But the sheriff of that county said, nope, we did everything right, and you know what? You need to give us your tools so we can protect you more. When they had all the laws, all the abilities to actually handle the problem, and they did not. So where is it in any way, rhyme or reason, that we are actually going to end up protecting people by making you kill millions of people? The saddest thing is, the only thing that they portray and they show you is, some moronic idiots. Yeah, that flare's still going, isn't it? Moronic idiots that either just don't know what they're talking about, or they're getting paid to do whatever they're doing. Whatever you want to call it. It is what it is, right? So we're giving these people, we don't want you to have something to protect yourself, and we don't want you to have guns, but we're gonna send armed people there with guns to take what you have. How does that make any sense? Let alone, everybody that wants to take your gun hates Donald Trump. Donald Trump is our president. Donald Trump actually has more power than anybody else in this freaking country, and probably in this whole world. So you think this person is the next coming of Hitler, and you want to let him come take people's guns? What backward society or backward thinking do you live in? And, the funny thing is, what I laugh at it is, these people are laughing, and they know they're completely wrong. They have to know they're completely wrong. I mean, how in the hell could you literally, in any way, think that it was a good idea to let a tyrant, as some people would say, next coming of Hitler, as some people would say, take away your guns and literally march on the streets for them to do it? Let alone, in what rhyme or reason of society did we ever listen to the kids because the kids were smarter than us? Oh yeah, in China, when they killed all the intellectuals and the teachers. Oh yeah. 100 million dead almost. I think it was 80-something million, but almost 100 million dead. So, what is so sad, history, a lot of history that is taught is a lie. But they do tell a lot of truth. So, when anybody has ever looked into any type of history and realized, and this is even before guns, disarmed the citizens, whether it was their swords, whether it was their muskets, whether it was their rifles, their pistols, whatever it was, bone arrows, it didn't matter. Whenever any ruling class of a country, a state, of anything, ever came to literally disarm the citizens, promptly after the citizens were slaughtered. So all of these people that are saying, well, it's for the kids. It's for the kids. Actually, those people that are saying that, whether they realize what they're doing or not, they are actually endangering the kids and the people and your ability to protect your family, your loved ones, your neighbors, your whatever you want to say. So, in what rhyme or reason, when you have morons that literally are that stupid or just that blatant to say, I don't really care, I think you're all stupid enough that I'm literally just going to spread this lie and I'm going to virtue signal you enough into saying you're a racist, you're an idiot, you don't care about the kids, this, that, or the other fucking thing. And you are going to let them take your rights away from you for the kids. Or that's racist. Do you not understand what you're doing? And look, anybody listen to my video, I know 9% that listen to my videos totally are on my page and understand what I'm saying. We need to wake a lot more people up. But I hope that this video is for the people that aren't awake and that are stupid and think that I'm a crackpot. I love it. That's who I want my videos to get out to. But guess what? They won't let my videos get out to those people. Oh my God, why? Oh, yeah. Because if they actually listen to somebody speaking some goddamn freaking truth, they might actually come to see some truth and light and understanding of how they've been wrong and how they've been brainwashed and lied to. It never ceases to amaze me of the stupidity of people. And, the biggest problem is that there is a lot more of us out there that believe exactly how you and I believe and understand what you and I believe and understand than they will ever let us know that is out there. And that is the one thing that scares them to death. There is more of us than there is of them. And that is 100% truth. I just sometimes just have such a hard issue with trying to understand or relate how this is not understood. But then when you look at mainstream media, you look at everything for what it is, you truly come to understand the rhyme and the reason of why so many people either are brainwashed or they're not brainwashed, but they're actually fearful of standing up and speaking the truth because they really think that they are not the majority. And that's the whole thing. When they talk about the silent majority, that's you. That's you that's not standing up and saying, oh, F you, hell no. What happened to standing up and being there for our neighbor? What happened to actually having a heart to, if somebody did something wrong in your community, then all the men got together and literally went and hunted down the bastard and took care of him. If somebody raped your damn daughter, yo, man, they're fucked. Yo, they're fucked. I mean, the whole community is going to literally go freaking tar and feather the guy. And, here we go with, the knowledge and the wisdom of these people that we're electing to office. And I'm not even going to name the name here. If you got any freaking salt in you, you'll go find who I'm talking about. This crazy old freaking hag literally thinks that it should be okay for children that are 12 years old to have the rhyme, the reason, and the ability to decide who they have sex with. So if that means that the age of consent is 12 years old, that means that any porn that the child is 12 years old in is not, child porn anymore. How in the hell does that make any sense? They're trying to tell us that our children are smarter than we are, and that our children have more rights and more understanding about what the world is and society, and the right to decide whether when they have sex, if you don't give them freaking hormone pills because they think they're a different gender, that you're actually child abuse, this, that, and other thing. But my damn child isn't smart enough to know whether if they should be able to smoke at 18, be able to drink at 18, be able to buy a gun at 18. So they are so smart to be able to decide who and what and when and where they can have sex with whoever they want that is whatever age. They are that smart, and they are that fucking proficient in their understanding of this fucking world. But in some God-blessed freaking way, they're not smart enough to know when they can drink, smoke, or buy a gun. Huh. That doesn't make any fucking sense to anybody that has half of a fucking brain. Let alone, hey, guess what? They can draft that kid at 18 and make them go fight their proxy wars, kill and murder people, and be killed and be blown the fuck up in just the rhyme and the reason of supposedly protecting our fucking country. So they are so smart and able to go do that, but they're not able to do this. What ignorant fucking world do we live in? What are we leaving for our fucking future? What are we leaving for our fucking children? God says you will never know the day, the month, the week, the hour, but you know what? He will let us know the season. And I tell you motherfuckers, my brothers and sisters, I apologize for my language, but I tell you, my brothers and sisters, we are in the season. Why do you think they chemtrail us? Why do you think they try to freaking always chemtrail and block out the sun? Why do you think they do that? Oh yeah. What did the Father say? I will let you know in the sun, the moon, and the stars. Well, how the heck are we supposed to see those damn signs when all they do is fucking chemtrail and block them from us? Riddle me that. My disgust for this world has grown more than I can even understand. More than I sometimes even have the fortitude to even give two F's any freaking more because of this hypocrisy. And to watch that my fellow citizens, my brothers and sisters, we have sat back and watched this. And hey, I did the same damn thing. I cared not for what anything happened in this world. I really didn't. I went 30 years of my life. I never thought that I would live past 30. And since I came to realize, yeah, I ended up living past 30. All of a sudden, I cared about what was going on. I cared about politics. I cared about what this world was. I cared what would happen to my grandbabies. What future would they have? What future would they be able to fucking sit there and see for their own children and their own grandbabies? And you know what? That is upon our shoulders. We need to wake up. They gave you a devil black screen right in front of your eyes that you're listening to me from, that I'm speaking to. They gave this to you. so that you would dumb yourself down and that you would be so fucking stupid that you wouldn't even see what they were doing and they'd fucking do it right in front of your face and you wouldn't even notice or fucking give two damn shits. Well, guess what? Obviously, if you're watching this video, you're smart enough to use that devil black strain against them. Nothing they can do against us, we can't use against them. As truth and love rises, so does hate. And as evil rises, so does truth and love. And that is the one thing that we must come to understand. We are not outnumbered. That is only what they want you to think. That is the matrix of the misunderstanding of what reality is that they want you to accept. And I beg you, my brothers and sisters, I beg you, do not accept this. And my little voice and my little word is so small. I really did think. And then when I came to realize the algorithms and the things that they're doing against me and how many of you are actually listening and how many people they're actually trying to block from me and hide, I came to realize that my little freaking voice was so much bigger than I ever came to understand. And I want to tell every single one of you, your voice can be even bigger than mine. Especially if you make a channel and you don't spew all the truth that I do, but you just spew a little bit of funny stuff. I've thought about making a freaking video about cats and dogs and just making a whole channel about cats and dogs until I got 10,000 people on there, because that'll take a half a freaking second. And then just start dropping truth. I don't like to be deceitful or whatever you might want to call it. So all I do is spew the knowledge and the truth and the love that I have. And that is the one thing that this is why they try to make us disconnected. And this is exactly what all this technology is for. It is to disconnect us from the world. You gotta understand. Look, 17 deaths, right? Supposedly 17 deaths is enough to make a whole country go into an uprising, supposedly, to take away guns, or to ban things, or to make it so kids can't have guns till 21. Well, if they can't have guns till 21, you can't send them to war till 21, asshole. But 17 deaths, or one death, is enough to change the whole country. But what about 1 million deaths that we caused because of a fake war? Of everything that is known from 9/11 that was an inside job. How literally half of our country knows this. And we still continue to sit here and go, well, yeah, we know it. They lied. Yeah. And we still sit here waiting for somebody else to fucking fix it. We have freaking people that literally are on the inside, that literally freaking risk their damn lives and drop damn knowledge and are killed. We have people that have their hands tied behind their backs that shoot themselves, and it's called a freaking, it's not called a homicide, it's called a suicide. Okay, how in the hell does somebody that has their hands tied behind their back shoot themselves in the back of the effing head? What is going on? When will anybody understand truth is rising and we must rise with it? We must come after these freaking handlers that are literally destroying everything that is inside of our country and inside of our hearts and our minds that is good. They're destroying it. The hearts and the minds of your children are being robbed. They're being raped. They're being tortured. Their body parts are being sold. You know, people talk about racism, this, that, and the other thing, putting the black man down. Well, how about the damn black woman? Because guess what? Ain't nobody killed more black people than the black mother. Why don't you freaking look up the statistics of freaking Planned Parenthood? Because guess what? More black men are freaking killed by their own damn fucking mothers before they even have a chance to breathe air on this fucking planet. How dare the people sit back and allow this shit to happen? What are we thinking? What are we doing? Who are you? Who am I, for us to sit there? What are we going to say when we look at the true Father? Not fucking Satan, not the God of this world. I mean the true fucking Father in heaven. What are we supposed to say when we look at him? And he asks us, what did you do? Are you going to say, I blew the trumpets as loud as I could? Or are you going to fucking sit there and go, I was too scared? I didn't know what to do. I didn't see it. Well, guess what? Your prosecutor is going to be fucking Satan. And he's going to sit there and laugh at you. And he's going to roll out your whole life of all the things that he did to show it. From movies to signs throughout your life to things that happen to you to things that you watch happen to other people. And he's going to sit there and he's going to be one of... I'm telling you, there ain't a better prosecutor than that motherfucker right there. Satan, the god of this world. He is going to be your prosecutor while you sit there in the judgment of our true Father. And what are you going to say? I'm sorry? I didn't know? Or I didn't believe, or I was scared? How fucking dare you? How even dare me to take 30 years of my life to fucking come to see this? Because I cared nothing but for my own self. I cared nothing about my own self, my own fucking greed, my own fucking patheticness. That is all I cared about. And I'm pretty sure I really hope somebody is listening to this that just thinks I'm fucking batshit crazy. I really fucking do. What are you gonna say? Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me you're a fucking atheist. Tell me you don't believe in God. That's great. But what happens if I end up being right? And you end up being wrong? And you have to look at that Father one day. And you have to literally say, oops. You know, I don't know the rhyme or the reason why we were put here. I don't know if we decided to come here. I don't know if God said, I believe in you, to go to that devilish freaking world, that plateau, and freaking save people's souls, or that we were put here for punishment, or whatever it was. But we are here for a reason. Every single one of you, my brothers and sisters, you are here for a reason. And I promise you, if you do not blow the trumpets as loud as you can, you will not be able to look at the Father in his eyes. You will sit there and you will freaking not be able to look at him. You will be ashamed. You will look at the ground. And you won't look at the ground because you're bowing down to him. You'll look at the ground because you're fucking ashamed. I've hated myself for how long it took me to actually care about this world. It took me having little grandbabies. They're not even mine, but they are mine. It took me having them and looking at it and thinking of what this world was and realizing what it was and what it was ran by for me to actually give two shits about the future of this world. And that is selfish as fuck. Because it literally took me having love. Love for somebody else. Love for something else. Love for something else's future. How selfish is that? I didn't even have the love to think of for myself. Or just for the world. It took me to that selfish love for those babies. And I thank God for it. The true Father. Not the God of this world. The true Father in heaven. I feel ashamed. And you know what? Even when I go to see God, the true Father, and I'm sitting there in Judgment Day, it fears me that I won't even be able to look up and say that I blew the trumpets as loud as I could. Because it took me way too long. Way too long, brothers and sisters, before I ever woke up enough to even know that there was a trumpet to freaking sound. Wake up. And wake up everybody around you. I don't care if that, I don't care if it makes everybody, I do care. But you need to not care. If everybody around you, your friends, your family, everybody shuns you because all you're trying to do is speak truth and show them truth, that is on them. But if you really try to blow the trumpets and spread as much truth as you can, their blood will be on their hands. But if you sit back and you come to find and understand this knowledge, and you don't freaking blow the trumpets as loud as you can because you're worried about this, that, or the other damn thing, or being shunned or hated or called a retard, their blood is on your hands. Why would you ever want their blood to be on your hands? Let it be on their hands. Blow the trumpets as loud as you can. If they don't listen, that is upon them, not upon you, brothers and sisters. Sorry, I guess this is kind of a passionate one. No, wasn't it? Alright, well, I love you all. And I'm just telling you, you gotta find your way to not care about what anybody else thinks. Make your own channel. Spread what truth that you know. I love you all. May the true Father above always walk with you. And anybody that has never felt his hands upon your shoulders, I promise you, that should be something that you strive for. Because I've done just about every drug there was known to man, except for, heroin and this molly crap. And I've never felt a greater high than when I felt the Father actually put his hands on my shoulder and say, son, I'm proud of you. There's no greater high. I promise you, that is what you should strive for. And that's what I strive for every day. I love you all.